Hey folks, Jen or Mergriffin here, and we're going to take a look today at the GG Stealth from Imeo. I have a huge iAddy on it and it still makes it nice and small and compact in my hand. Going to be a great device for out and about. A lot of positives, a couple little negatives, but let's take a close-up look. So the GGT Stealth in its entirety. You can also order just the top cap, because the bottom portion is really just the bottom of a GGTS. So to make a whole mod, you get this top portion here with the battery connector and the 4 air ducts out the side, the adapter. So this brass part on the top here you can also purchase separately to use as a top cap on your normal GGTS parts. The Stealth as a whole is designed to use the 18350, and this part we're basically going to leave out because this is the bottom tube, the bottom cap, and the switch that are all identical to the GGTS. They are the same parts, only that cap is different. Now the cap itself has the battery connector on the inside, and it fits in 2 pieces. Now you can also use this to put, this is my nickel GGTS here, I could screw the cap onto the top of the nickel GGTS here and use an 18500 battery. And instead of using the catch cup that comes with the GGTS, you would just use that instead. Now a problem, this is the nickel telescoping tube. This is the stainless steel. The threads on the right side of the stainless steel one are bigger than on my nickel one. I can screw this onto the nickel one, cannot screw it onto the stainless steel one here. The threads are too big. Not sure why that is. The first piece of the top cap is just a female to female adapter. You stick the battery in, and then you put the other piece of the top cap on, and your GG Stealth is complete. Now, I really got it for use with the iAddy, and this one fits just a little tight. And we'll see when I talk about it later that there's really not a lot of airflow going on in there. That doesn't happen with, regular atomizers or something else you might put on here. I've used here a DCT cartomizer tank, and there's plenty of room for decent airflow. So that's the GG Stealth. I really like it in this form. If you're just getting the cap to use on your existing stainless steel, you want to be aware of those issues with the threading. It works on my nickel telescoping tube, but it doesn't work on either of my stainless steel ones the right way. You can get it on if you flip it around, which doesn't really hurt anything, but it's kind of odd. The other thing is the air intake. When I really wanted to use this with my iAddy, and unfortunately I find myself when I'm firing it unscrewing the iAddy a little bit until it'll still fire just so I can get more airflow. If I have it screwed tight all the way down, there's like no airflow. Which means, of course, I don't get any vapor. If I unscrew it just a little bit so it'll still fire, but is a little looser, then it works perfectly, which is a little annoying to have to kind of roll that around while I'm working with it. I mean, I suppose I could put a little adapter in there and set the iAddy higher up, but then it would just look silly. So, this is also a great place to start with a GG, as it's less expensive than the GGTS, and because it is actually, other than the top cap 2 pieces, the body and bottom and button of a GGTS, all you would need to do later if you wanted to upgrade to the longer mod would be to buy a telescoping tube and a top cap. So it's an interesting place to start. I kind of like it. Your mileage may vary.